I'm blessed so I cannot complain.
It's your time. It's his time. It's Bam's time. Bam's time to sign. Hey, check it out, man. Hey, y'all about to get mad at me because I'm hearing a lot of talk, but YB just charted more on Billboard than any other rapper. He charts his 34th album on the Billboard 200, passing E40. Now, it's not 34 albums, bro. I kind of don't like how Billboard keeps calling it albums, bro. He has 8 albums out, and then the other, what is that, 26? 26 plus 8, 34, I think? Yeah. He has 26 EPs and mixtapes and stuff like that. It's not 34 albums, bro. But 34 total projects. That's what they mean with albums. The most projects to chart the Billboard Top 200. You want to know how you achieve this? Because he's dropping. He started dropping a lot, I want to say, after 2020. Before that, he dropped, but it wasn't how he drops now. You know? And I saw people saying, I saw some stupid shit on Twitter. Hold on, let me take a sip of this, because it's hot as shit in this room. Stay hydrated, man. It's like 98 degrees outside. But I saw people say things like, well, it's easy to do that when it's 5 albums. When you drop 5 albums or a year or some shit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all that shit. Cause I commented on it. Hold on. Please. Let me show y'all. Where are my notifications at? Thank God my Twitter popped up immediately. I thought I was gonna have to sign it, cause I did not remember if I had oh, here we go. Right in front of me. So this is what this is the original post, right? Most charting album and mixtapes ever on Billboard. Okay, so this one actually included the fact that it was album and mixtapes combined at 34. This includes 16 career top 10 albums. Cool. Because he spans 5 projects a year. And then he did the peace emoji. Then I had said that makes it harder. If someone has to take a whole year to chart or do 100K plus the first week, imagine what they would do if they dropped every 3 months. You think it'll be 100K? Just curious. And this shit is about longevity anyway. I said the last part because I think the sales matter, but I also don't see nothing wrong with something doing 47K, 57K, 68, 78K, and then over time people just keep going to it because there's songs that people, they just missed out on. Like he said in the interview, Bootleg Kev. You go to this place, all that meat in that freezer ain't being bought that day. But somebody's coming in, grabbing something from each category a day. And that shit adds up. You know what I'm saying? It's not always just about, don't get me wrong, shoot for that big, first week sales. Don't get me wrong, but it's also about the longevity of it. We'll never discredit numbers. That's pretty much what I said to him. People was 3 likes on the tweet. People retweeted it and shit like that because I don't think people understand, bro, that makes it harder. That makes it harder. Because you want to know why? Like everybody says, are you giving every song a fair listen? So if I'm constantly dropping and I'm doing 57K, 60-some K, 89K, 90K, this one in particular 52K, and you dropping every year and a half, maybe, and you doing 78K after a year and a half, when I did 2 projects in the same year that did that, how are you, I don't get, what do y'all be saying? The math ain't mathing? It's retarded, right? You do all that, you take that long ass drought to post or to produce just to get less numbers, and you use more features at that. Anyways, and that ain't shaming no artist. I'm just putting this tweet in perspective. But that's that though, right? That's just what I saw people saying. Because he spans 5. Let's see what other people said. I know I responded. I said that makes it harder. I got to be careful scrolling on fucking Twitter, bro, because Twitter is treacherous. That makes it more impressive. He drops so much to the point where supporters are unable to keep up. When he takes his time and actually does artist moves, he does 100K. Spam dropping is stopping his true potential. And you know what? I do believe YOUNGBOY will or should, because I said in my last video he plays a different type of game than everybody else. He will kind of start to put this in perspective, because you don't have to prove shit to nobody. You're up here when it comes to this music shit. You know what I'm saying? Documentary coming out. Rap's most versatile artist. Wait on it. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's coming. We're still working on it. But I do think now, okay, we got the album. We about to go on tour. Let's do this tour. Let's finish this tour out, and then we'll drop something. I think he should wait to drop something until after the tour. I do think maybe, yeah, you should wait a little bit now that you just dropped the album. It's still charting. It's doing whatever it's doing. Again, I think this was, I said in my last video, it grew on me. It wasn't my favorite, still isn't my favorite, but there was definitely songs I was like, oh shit, this motherfucker actually raw. I was, and that's and exactly how I did that. That's what somebody, if you're a rapper right now or a singer, that's what somebody's going to do to your song. They may skip a song on your project, and then they go back and listen like, wait, this was raw. Somebody else in Chicago's doing that. Somebody else in Birmingham is doing that. Alabama, whatever. Somebody else is going back and listening to a song that was slept on, that they slept on. That's just how this shit goes, bro. But somebody said, what else? He said, stupid ass nigga, ain't this his job to drop music? Don't get mad your favorite rapper ain't do that. Yeah, people don't like people who work hard. But I am starting to see like, okay, you could take some time to let people catch up. Because when you drop so much, yeah, I can see it. I also see his side why he does it though. Because he don't play the same game as everybody else. But I think as of right now, like I said, definitely wait till after the tour. Nigga, do you know how much music these other niggas have released? Y'all just be, okay, so he's saying some other shit. You know how hard it is to make 5 projects a year? And people say it's not quality projects. I think he understands every song. If I drop something that has 15 songs on it, to me, all 15 songs were good enough to make this. Or maybe some weren't. Maybe later he like, damn, I should not drop that. But he also probably knows, I think every artist should know, or creator period in any field should know, everyone ain't gonna do numbers, bro. You really just need a couple. You need a couple for somebody to add to their playlist right then and there. You drop 15 songs and he added 4 of that 15. Y'all like, oh, that's 4 for 15. No, bro. I got 4 new songs that I put to my playlist from your project. That's good to me. That's good, but this tweet is not, I just wanted to show y'all that. So passing E40, the most charted albums, or most charted projects. And one thing I noticed, bro, it don't matter how good, whether you play basketball, you play football, you play soccer, baseball, you do music, you do YouTube, you do anything. There's going to be people out there that just do not fuck with whatever you do. They just don't. They find something to say. They point out a narrative. They say you only do this. Then when you do the other thing, they try to belittle that. We're in a world where, nigga, it's opinions, bro. Opinion will overpower a fact these days. You know what I'm saying? I could have every record broken that shows that I'm not ass at music, or shows that I'm not weak at basketball, or shows that I'm not weak at whatever. But it's still someone out there who will say, you're not good at what you do. Bro, when I was in Washington, when I first got out of college, when I first got out of high school, it was girls out there in Ellensburg who were trying to convince me that Michael Jackson couldn't sing, that he was just an entertainer. Stupid. That was their opinion, though. Michael Jackson couldn't sing. I've never heard nothing like that in my life. I heard Jeff Teague say, actually, I heard this later. Jeff Teague literally said on his podcast that Michael Jackson couldn't sing. And I think I did a video about that. Michael Jackson couldn't sing. There's somebody out there in the world that thinks Michael Jackson can't sing. If somebody out there in the world is saying Michael Jackson can't sing, what do you think they're going to say about you? No matter what you do, no matter what accomplishment you achieve. My opinion over your products or over your production is more valid these days, right? I could say you're weak. I could say you're a weak artist because that's my opinion. I could say you're a weak singer because that's my opinion. No matter how many Grammys you may have, no matter how many nomination Grammys you may have, it doesn't matter. If I say, like, that's just what it is, bro. So I'm trying to understand, and everybody, all of us, we all got to understand there's going to be somebody out there that don't fuck with what you do. It don't matter what the fuck. An opinion these days, bro. It's okay to not like somebody, or it's okay for something to not be for you. But People will spin that narrative that you not good. It don't. And I noticed this too. We're also in an era where numbers are discredited. Numbers don't matter anymore. Numbers only matter when, and I numbers only matter when they're not being used to help your argument or your case. And I'll be the first to say this: there are times where you do have to dig a little deeper. If it's a basketball game, right? Let's just use a basketball reference, and it's wait, hold on. I'm just trying to make sure my camera didn't. Y'all can actually. Okay, I'm making sure. But let's use a basketball reference, right? If you had 25 points and you look at the box score, oh, he had a good game. But you probably didn't see that he shot. Or no, he shot 8 for 28 from the field. You didn't know that because you didn't watch the game. You know what I'm saying? Or if you saw that he had 20 points, you would have saw that he didn't he got a lot of that shit off of cherry picking, not getting back on defense because the coach allowed it. There are times where you do have to sit down and dissect some shit first, and not always 100% go off that box score. But people will always use that shit. Like that shit will always be a thing. Oh, the numbers don't matter, or like people will discredit numbers any chance that they get, bro. Like once I realized that shit, oh yeah, man. That shit crazy. But yeah, man, like I said, when I heard the girl, these girls were literally trying to tell me Michael Jackson was a good entertainer, that he couldn't sing. I heard Jeff Teague on his podcast say Michael Jackson could not sing. He didn't have a good voice. Like I said, if somebody is out there that's gonna say those things about Michael Jackson, what do you think they're gonna say about you? What do I think they're gonna say about me? You really cannot care. It doesn't matter what numbers you produce, what awards you receive, who you beat, how far you get in life. There's going to be somebody out there that will minimize what the fuck you've done, no matter what. If Michael Jackson couldn't escape that, what makes me think I can? What makes you think you can? You know, that's you know, even here, man. I don't want to. Hold on, I gotta move my camera. Y'all can still see. Y'all can still see. Y'all can still see a little bit. Just because he puts out 5 albums a year, but nobody's gonna remember the songs he puts in those albums. Definitely quantity over quality. He said nobody's gonna remember the songs he put out in those albums. That's not true. That's definitely not true. Let's see what people said. Wait, what? Another artist that's selling more than. Okay, we ain't doing that. Wait. I hate you fan pages that do that. Y'all, the fan pages with the music shit is just like the fan pages with the basketball shit. Y'all are weird, bro. Both of y'all. We remember songs word for word. Okay, hold on, bro. Cause this shit, they just fan pages going back and forth. These young kids love some trash music, and this is the. This would be a funny ass. He said a bot stop hating. This be a funny ass thing. Y'all always say, I hate, one thing I want to make sure I don't become, bro. I really do not want to be, when I'm like 31, 30, 32, 33, 34, I'm not trying to be that person in my mid-30s who try to act like I'm just hella old and calling everybody young niggas. Why? Like, I just don't want to be that dude, bro. Because y'all really piss me off. Some of y'all will be like, and I know it's not just age, it's mindset too, but some of y'all will. I seen a comment where somebody said I just turned 30 and I'm just seeing how these young niggas look, these 24-year-olds, 25-year-olds, these 23-year-olds, 22. And I looked at that shit, I said, nigga, you just turned 30, bruh. Are you talking about your mindset? Clearly you're talking about age right now. You just turned 30, my nigga. You're like the 6th grader. No, you're like the 7th grader that says they hate 6th graders when you was just a 6th grader 104 days ago. Shut up. I really cannot stand when Mid 30-year-olds and people who aren't that old, who aren't even 40 yet, try to act like you just like shut. It's okay, bro. You don't have to act like it's cool. You don't have to act hella old and shit, bro. It's cool. Y'all, I don't want to be that. I remember Lil Wayne said something. Hating on the young generation will never get you nowhere. On the younger people, younger than you, is never gonna get you nowhere. You can guide them and embrace them and adapt. That's how you stay around. You have to adapt to this shit. Y'all always do that shit. Y'all did the same. Every time something new come up, oh, these young niggas. It's like, I can't stand that shit, bro. That shit really pisses me off. Like, what else was he saying? Hold on. Never heard of him. A lot of these comments be bot comments. Overrated artist. Yeah, your favorite. And this is another thing, bro. I realized it don't matter what the fuck you do. Exactly. People, and this is another thing people will do. When you do something, because, and listen. I want y'all to understand this too. Whenever you do something, if they immediately try to find a way to demean it, they're only demeaning it because them numbers speak different. If you had 5 points in a basketball game, that nigga only had 5 points. But then when you had 26, bruh, they was giving him weak ass foul calls, bruh. How many times I go to the free throw line? He went to the free throw line like 6 times. Okay, 6, 7 times I had 26. Where'd the other points come from? Every album you got charts was because you drop hella. What about the people that drop hella that still don't chart? What about that? Just say it's me doing it, that you don't like me, and that's fine. Like, bruh, I can't stand. Anyways, man, I'm just bringing y'all this video because I haven't seen y'all in a minute. I know somebody commented today they want me to do another Larry Bird video. I'm gonna get back on that. I want y'all to understand that, you know, I'm really on a schedule. That's why I haven't dropped. You know, I've been trying to. I felt I was just dropping every day, which I was, and I still would continue to do. But I wanted to make sure I'm getting them videos up for y'all, quality videos up for y'all, but also good video. You know, I know somebody new is coming to this channel every day, so I'm trying to make sure I got content there for y'all to watch. So just know that more videos is coming, especially with the basketball content, but we also are doing this documentary content, and this will be the first artist that I do, or first person I do, excuse me. It's not just going to be music artists. It's going to be athletes, all type of shit. So stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned. I appreciate those who've watched, who've been liking, subscribing, sharing, all this shit, bro. If you've been doing something behind closed doors, bro, I appreciate you. I even appreciate if you comment some negative shit. I appreciate that all. Some dude commented. He said, what'd he say on my shit? He commented, at the time this video had 46 views. He said 46 views in 2 days. Go get a job. I saw it. Let it be. I love it. Appreciate that, man. Y'all make sure to like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Rest in peace to Kari, ex my grandma. Both our grandmas, and I'm gone, man. Bam.